Bonjour, Danielle. How are you feeling today?
Bonjour, Dennis. Je vais très bien aujourd'hui. You know, it's bittersweet today for me because, you know, on one hand, you know, I will be the master of my time. I'll have time with my children, my grandchildren, my family. I will make a garden this summer, so I have a full of projects. But on the other hand, well, I will miss my colleagues. And also, I will miss also probably the adrenaline of, you know, the deadline, the dead end.
Danielle, as a surprise, your Montreal colleague Tom Fenario put together this small sample of some of your work. Let's take a moment to watch it now.
Danielle Rochette pour APTN, Montreal.
Danielle Rochette joined APTN National News in 2004 as the Quebec correspondent. From there, she crisscrossed the province many times over. From her early days covering Algonquin blockades over logging on their territory, to the explosive spring protests of 2009, when Aguasasle Mohawk territory forced the Canadian Border Services off their land. Danielle has spent a lot of time on the front lines.
Ça, c'est de la brutalité policière.
One of her best-known stories is her coverage of a vicious police brutality incident in the Innu community of Unamenchipu. But she was also in Lac-Simon Anishinaabe Nation in 2016 when an officer was tragically killed by a community member who then took his own life. Her portrait of a small community trying to heal after such violence is among her most touching work. Over the course of her years at APTN, Danielle was also a witness to history. She was there in 2011 when Cree MP Romeo Saganash was elected as part of the NDP Orange Wave in Quebec.
Idle no more!
In 2012 and 2013 when Idle No More took over the streets of Montreal, when the Truth and Reconciliation Commission came to Quebec.
Ici, là, c'est la génératrice.
There's no running water in the house either.
But perhaps more than anything, Danielle's work focused on issues close to her heart. Substandard housing in Indigenous communities, as well as language revitalization, perhaps best viewed in this piece from 2011, where she examined her own community of Wendage's efforts to bring back the Huron-Wendat language. As they say in the Wendat language, Teaweke. Thank you. Merci beaucoup, Danielle, for nearly 15 years of Indigenous storytelling.
I am Danielle Rochette in Montreal. Kanisatake, Kuujjuaq, Lac-Simon, Kanawage, Waskaganish, Wimontashi. Danielle Rochette, APTN National News, Equanichit, Québec. C'est bon, ça? Okay.
Now, Danielle, that's just a small sample of your work. Which stories have stuck out the most for you over the years?
Well, you have seen through the video, but it's all the struggle that the Anishinaabe people, Innu people, you know, Mi'kmaq people, about the environment, about the losing their land, losing their way of life. You know, like the Anishinaabe, well, against forestry and mining company. The Mi'kmaq, the alliance of the Innu also against, you know, the oil and gas exploitation in the St. Lawrence River. So those story was really, you know, I would say was the main importance issue also for the First Nation and First Nation people. But there was also at the inquiry in murder missing women in Balyutinam where there was a disclosure of those women people, Innu people, you know, of sexual abuse, you know, from the priest decades ago. That, so all those things was really, all those stories were really touching. But there's so many, you know, it's hard to pick up there and there. But it was a real wonderful journey, I would say, visiting
Danielle,
all those communities.
I bet, yes.
Yes.
15 years is a long time. You're our first journalist to reach retirement in APTN's history. What kept you here all these years?
Well, first the curiosity. Also, you know, I love going, you know, and visit the community, see the people, see their struggles, see the good things they are doing, accomplishment, and also it's, you know, it's also you have so many people committed in their community that, you know, it's important to tell their story too. And so that's, and also all the French Aboriginal people to give a voice to those people. And it's coming in August with the téléjournal APTN en français. So that's going to be great in August also.
Danielle, any final words for our viewers?
Well, I want to thank all the viewers and all those, you know, who answer me or give me some cues. And also, I would like to thank, you know, all those who collaborate, like the politician, Aboriginal and non-Aboriginal, all those elders, all those environmentalists, all those people that, you know, so nicely accept to speak with me and to share their story. Also, all the crew, because you know that if there's no crew, like APTN crew, well, there's no news. So that's, thank you very much to everybody, the big APTN family. Et bonjour, et au mois d'août, aux Nouvelles en français, je suis très fier de ça. I'm very proud of it.
And congratulations, Danielle, on a well-earned retirement. We'll certainly miss you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dennis.